Hello, today we are going to be looking at Everlong Acoustic by the Foofighters. Today we will be looking over the strumming pattern, the chorus, and the verse. Everlong is in a different key signature than we would normally be in. You will want to go to drop D tuning. So to do that, you'll turn on your tuner if you have it on your guitar or if you have a clip-on one. You'll take the 6th string, which is the E, and you're going to tune it down to D. So when it comes to Everlong Acoustic, there are 6 different chords that you're going to need for the chorus and for the verse. We'll first look at what each chord is and where it is in relation to the fretboard. The first one we're going to look at, we're going to start on the 9th fret here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is at the 4th dot on the guitar up here along the board. So you're going to start there. You're going to start here on the 5th string. That's where your first note is going to be, on the 5th string. And then you're going to go 1 string below, go 2 frets over, put your middle finger on the 11th fret on the 4th string. And then you're going to do the same with your pinky on the string below. That is your first one. This is a D major 7. You'll play this open, and then these two, you won't play these notes. So it'll sound something like this. That's your first note. So the next chord we're going to go over is B sus2, when you are going to play after D major 7. So to do this, when you're going to take the same layout that you had for D major 7, but for this one, you're going to have your index cover both the 6th and the 5th string. So you'll play the 6th, 5th, 4th, and 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. Just normal like you played the last one, and that is a B sus2. Then what you're going to do is you're going to travel this shape down a little bit. Okay, so at this point you have a B sus2. What you are going to do is you're going to take this shape and you're going to travel down to where your index finger is on the 5th fret. This is a G sus2. You will strum this just like the other chords. We have just checked out the chords for the verse. The first 3 chords that you play are going to be for your verse. The order for your verse, which we will go over later in the video, is going to go 2 measures of D major 7, 2 measures of B sus2, 1 measure of G sus2, and then 2 more measures of B sus2. Once we go on to the strumming pattern portion of the video, we are going to look at a verse 1 pattern and a verse 2 pattern as they differentiate within the bars. For the strumming patterns, there are 3 different strumming patterns, through the chorus and through the verse. So in the handout that I have given, there is verse 1 pattern, and then there is verse 2 pattern. This will happen for the second part of the verse. First 4 measures of the verse, you're going to use the first pattern. The pattern for verse 1 consists of 2 different measures of 8th notes. It'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You'll do that twice. The accents for this pattern will happen on 2, 3 and then and after the 4 for the first measure. For the second measure, the accents will happen on 2, 3, and 4. For those accents, you will play the rest of the chord. For the regular notes that are not accented, you will just play them here on the 6th string. So you'll do 1 and accent and accent, accent, and accent, and then it will go 1 and accent and accent and 4 and. So that is the verse 1 pattern. When we talk about verse 2, we're talking about the second strumming pattern that happens in the last 3 measures of the verse. This happens when you play the chord G sus2 and B sus2 twice. So for this strumming pattern, it is just 1 measure, and it is just 8th notes. So it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Those, for the regular notes for 1 and 3 and then the and after 4 and 2, you will play just on the 6th string, just like the pattern before. When you do the accents, you will play the full chord. The accents for the verse 2 pattern happens on 2 and 4. So for the verse 2 pattern, you will do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you will accent on 2 and 4. So the pattern for that, you will go from G sus2 back to B sus2, and you'll play B sus2 twice. You'll play the verse 2 pattern twice. All right, and now we will play through verse 1. All right, now that we have finished up the verse, we will turn our attention towards the chorus. The chorus is consisted of 3 different chords. First, we have B5, A5, and G5. The strumming pattern for the chorus is as followed: and 2, 3, and 4. On the first and, you will do an upstroke. Then you will go up, down for and 2. And then for 3 and 4, you will do 3 and 4. And 2, 3, and 4. So for the chorus, there are 4 different chords that you will be playing for it. First, you will go B5, A5, G5, and then D5. Your B5 is going to be a bar chord on the 9th fret. So you'll take your index over the 5th, 6th, and 4th string. You will bar the 9th fret, and then on the 4th string, you will put your pinky or ring finger on the 11th fret. You will mute the 1st and 2nd string. These 2 you will mute. Should sound something like this. To get to an A5, you're going to slide this down to the 7th fret. Keep the same shape, slide it down to the 7th fret. To get to a G5, keep the same shape, just slide down to the 5th fret. And then the last chord is going to be at the same area on the 5th and 7th. Change it to a power chord. So 5th fret on the 5th note, and then 7th fret on the 4th and 3rd string. And those are the chords for the chorus. As detailed by the handout given for Everlong Acoustic, the chorus is brought up by 3 different separations. The first set of 4, you will go in order from B5 to G5 to D5 twice. You will do that line twice. You'll repeat it. So it'll be B5, G5, D5, D5, B5, G5, D5, D5. Then after that, you'll go back to B5, then to G5, to D5, and then to A5. For the second portion, you will actually switch up the strumming pattern back to the verse 2 strumming pattern. For that, you will do 2 D5s. So it'll be boom, 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 boom. And that is the progression. And now it's time to put the chord progression for the chorus together with the strumming pattern. And then to finish off the chorus, after you play the A5, you're going to go back to your original D5, and you're going to use the strumming pattern for verse 2. You're going to use the second strumming pattern for the verse. So you'll do 2 measures of that, so it'll be... And then that's the end of the chorus. So, just to recap the video, today we have covered Everlong Acoustic by the Foofighters. We looked over the chords needed for this, which consist of D major 7, B sus2, G sus2, B5, A5, D5, and G5. We looked over the 3 different strumming patterns that are found within the song. First, we have the verse 1 pattern, then we have the verse 2 pattern, which is a verse part 2 for the last 2 measures of the verse. And then we have the chorus pattern. We then looked over the verse chord progression, which is D major 7, D major 7, B sus2, B sus2, G sus2, B sus2, B sus2. Then we looked over the chorus, which is B5, G5, D5 times 2. You play that line twice. And then you go to B5, G5, D5, A5, and then you go down to D5. You do 2 measures of that, and you use the verse second part pattern. Other than that, that's how you play everything except the solo in Everlong.